welcome back to an EUC Learn Along. What are we doing today? Well, I've been very busy with life, and I think we left off on doing. Oh, what do we do? Then we did a bare metal task sequence. Very straightforward, going through the documentation. We'll eventually get to the cloud gateway and setting up our tenant and intra, but I'm going to pivot. Why am I going to pivot? Well, there you have it. Citrix eLux Unicon. So the way things are moving, it's getting harder and harder to get some of this stuff and demo it, trial it out in a lab. So everything's getting moved off their website, Unicon, but you're still able to get a trial for eLux to mess around with for now. So I went ahead and grabbed it. eLux 7, 2503 is the workspace version, and I got the ISO. There's some recovery images, but we don't need any of that. So since we got everything set up in our lab, except for a Citrix component, we're just going to do the best we can and just mess around with what they have to offer. So let's get a new VM. Where do I click? There we go. All right, we'll call it the same. Gen 2. Yep. We'll just put it on the external network. And I think we're good. We will mount our ISO. Bam. Connect, and let's boot it up. Forgot to do one step. So let's turn you off. Let's go to settings, secure boot, disable it. All right, let's try it again. And there we go. So booted to our ISO. We don't have any data on here. It's a new VM, so we'll just go ahead and install their operating system on here. All right. And the reason I'm shifting gears is I couldn't find a whole lot of information on the product yet. Pretty sure it will all come out quickly as they were acquired not too long ago by Citrix, but hey, we're doing it first. All right, everything looks good. Enter. Oops. Hit one. All right, so we got lightweight OS, doesn't need much to run. It shouldn't be long to install. All right, so this is acquired from Citrix or acquired by Citrix, and this is going to be their endpoint solution for connecting to resources. You can connect to local, depending on if the local software is compatible with their OS, which more than likely, probably not, but you can work with the vendor on that and connect to your Citrix resources. And depending on your licenses or your license that you have with them, this could be a free, well, not free, but it's in your licensing, something that you own. All right, so I messed around with this before, so this should be a super quick video. I don't have a Citrix infrastructure set up, storefront, or any of that, so I can't really demo all that. But I mean, it's just connecting to your VDA desktops apps. We've seen that before in multiple other videos. We're just using a different OS to do that. Another thing that we're not doing is I'm not setting up a management server for this. Maybe down the road, if that ability is there, more than likely it won't be. But along with like Thin Kiosk, Thin Scale, their products, you don't really need a management server to trial out their stuff. You can install the agent on the machine and you can configure the local settings there and get what you want. Uh, but with this one, not doing all that. Just sorry, not doing management server. Just going to do the thing I just mentioned. Confusing myself, confusing you. All right, so it's done installing. It's not really a reboot process. It just shuts down. Power it back up, and we should get some settings where we can connect to a management server or just use the local setup. And in the blog, again, I don't know what to call it. I'll post the link of where you can get the ISO while it's currently available. And I think there is a Citrix doc, but it only tells you how to do it on Zen server. I just did it on Hyper-V. Pretty straightforward. VMware, all straightforward. All right, so we don't have a server address, so we'll just out management server. Next. Yep. There you go. Take us into your Linux-based OS. And there you have it. We're done. Yeah, not too crazy. But so if you want to configure it, there's a lot you can do. You got their start menu. Again, there's nothing really set up. You got some options here. You got device configuration. You got update, factory reset. So we'll go into device configuration. You can configure your apps in here. All right, so you can configure a browser, storefront. Again, we don't have anything that we can do with storefront. Local app. So again, most local apps won't work on here. Um, maybe additional browsers and other things that are popular, but yeah, RDP and then the Horizon client from VMware. But let's do a browser since that's about all we got. We got external access. We'll just call it Google. Restart application, so closed, automatically start up. So we can configure this thing to auto log in credentials, but leave it like it is. We'll give it 1 second. Have a desktop icon. Um, do we want a desktop icon? Yeah, we'll keep a desktop icon. So we use the built-in browser. We can use Chromium or Firefox. We'll use Chromium. That will give you some tab browsing. If you choose built-in, it will not. HTTPS google.com homepage. We don't have any proxy settings, so we'll hit apply. There is your thing, and we'll do another one to look at the differences. Let's call it again. Restart. We won't add a desktop icon. We'll use built-in. paste? I sure did. All right, and close. I guess it did not like two Googles. So let's do that again. Edit. Um, call this one Bing. How about that? Bing. Um, it's another website. Ooh, line. Edit. See. Does not like the two browsers. Hmm. So we'll delete that. We'll edit. And I think we'll have to delete it again. I have noticed some buggy issues. So we'll do that. We'll call it Google. We'll restart. Stop icon. We'll use the built-in browser first. Apply. Nothing. Hmm. Strange. No, it doesn't like you going between the different browsers. Is it going to do it? No. All right, let's reboot. All right, so I've seen this before, just some bugginess with going in between the different browsers, but we'll reboot and we'll just try the one and then alternate from there. Oh, it worked. I just need a reboot. Okay, well, so we do have it set to come up there. All right, so maybe it just needed a restart. All right, so we'll edit this. Um, so it did not show until we restarted. So keep that in mind. If we do open it, it takes us to our home page. We do have full-on browsing, but let's change that. And when we close it, count to one, one, bam. All right, so let's change it to the built-in. Let's remove the desktop icon, hit apply, close, and pretty sure if we close this, it should reopen in the new browser type. Can I start application networks unavailable? Great. We're just going to reboot again. Restart. Yes. Yeah, once you set up these devices, especially with your management console, set it and forget it. Won't have these little buggy issues with thin kiosk. You just edit that. You just refresh profile and it does it on your own. Edit, delete the desktop icon. Just want to change built-in. Apply. Let's restart it now. Yes. There we go. So this is using the what did they call it? Built-in browser. All right, we did leave the desktop icon. We could turn that off. Uh, Built-in, right? Yep. So here you can put in your Citrix Store web pages. They can access through a browser. And I'm going to restart one more time. And we can take away that icon and just have it pop up every time they close it, and don't clutter, don't ruin the user experience with having a bunch of icons on the desktop. There we go. I said it. All right, but these things boot up kind of quick. It's not bad. All right, takes us to the page. Again, there's no tab browsing or anything like that. Um, we had our store. It would just be a screen to log into. Just imagine that. We're going to use our imaginations. If you close it, again, it should open up. I'm not sure why the icon's not getting removed. Yeah, it's all some kind of buggy issues. Just minimize it. Device configuration. Yeah. Anyhow, not my problem to worry about. They're just showing the product. But again, right, so we saw the difference between a Chromium browser and then the built-in. No need to show Firefox. Pretty sure just Firefox. Again, some tab browsing. There's a lot of settings that you can edit within here. And then there's a lot you can do within security. Again, if we had a management console, you would do that through some type of configuration profile or profile, whatever you want to call it. So right now we got shut down. We want these things to stay up all the time. Look at that. Already removed it. No need to lock it. Restart's fine. Don't want to have log off applications we want to keep open. So much. These things won't be on VPN. Power management. Some of this network stuff you probably don't want end users to see. Desktop, you can mess with the time zone, background color, language. Show clock, we can get rid of that. Background image taskbar. Play, volume. You can disable auto login. Disable USB. Diagnostic. Leave. Try to find a setting. All right, so we kind of cleared up what we wanted to. Again, there's so much more you can do. We can remove these options. Again, you only want the end user to have set options to access. I'm not going to go through all that, but it's all in here for you to remove or add. I just want to look at change the background, system bar, bottom, top. We can hide it. They can just go down. It'll pop up just like Windows. Keep that up. There's your device configuration icon. Some diagnostic stuff. Monitor, drives, firmware. Again, you don't want to set all this up on the server side. Printers. Set auto. Get that thing going. And have a schedule that these things work on. Mouse. Lock on. Where's the wallpaper? Wallpaper's in here somewhere. Date time. Configure it to a NTP server. Europe, Berlin. There we go. But yeah, pretty simple setup. Again, you can kind of mess around with this without having a management server, but your management server will be able to configure these settings, hide, present, whatever you need to each machine, and enable user authentication. We wouldn't want that, at least in my setup. We want this as a kiosk, so it auto logs in and then takes them directly to storefront. And then if they sign out or hit close, they'll just come right back up within 1 second, right back to storefront. Pretty cool. But anyhow, simple short video. Get the ISO and trial it out while you can. More than likely it'll be gone once everything moves over to the website. I could be wrong, but anyhow, hope you learned something.